Welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge.
Ryan Seymore.
And we're having a little bit of fun here at the shop. We are, I read some good books. Did you read some good books?
I did. I read some good books as well.
Did you read anything that was off-putting, not quite to your liking, or was everything kind of up to par?
No, everything was kind of up to par.
That's a good week. Yeah. That's a good week, especially considering that we did both tackle Monsters Unleashed by Marvel, which is their big new crossover thingy.
Yeah.
Monsters are in right now. Like, we had the Batman thing that had monsters. Yeah. Now Marvel's doing some monsters.
Yeah. It's very Pacific Rimmy.
It is. Good call. But good call.
In a good way.
Kind of, yeah. Now, okay. Let's talk about that one. Okay. Let's just go with Monsters Unleashed. Now, as far as the status quo of Marvel currently is that necessary to understand for Marvel or Monsters Unleashed?
I would say no.
No.
Yeah.
It's almost as though we're just taking like a potty break from all the other stuff that's happening, and we're just kind of over here.
Yeah. Maybe it's in the same world as IVX. Maybe it's not.
Maybe it's not.
Hopefully not. Please no. No. Let Cullen write a good story, please, guys.
Come on. I mean, and seriously, it does have an all-star team. We've got Colin Bunn.
Yeah.
We've got Steve McNiven.
Yeah.
Like Jay Liston is on the inks. Like, come on.
Yeah, this is an amazing creative team.
It's pretty.
And the concept is so simple.
Yes.
And executed properly.
Yes, it is. Although I have one gripe I will discuss later on. Okay. There's just one place that I feel was affected that I don't think should have been.
I had kind of the same reaction where I'm like, oh, I wouldn't go there.
Right. Like, nah, man, it's bad. It's bad pool. That was very loud. Oh my God, my phone's still on. Hey, guess what? Somebody called me. Good to know.
My phone never rings.
I'm sorry. I think mine was spam though, so don't even worry about it. It's not even that bad. Somebody telling me, was like, hey, you need hair plugs. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Getting back to the books here.
Yep.
So I think honestly this was one of the better events for Marvel right now. And this is just book one.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
And it feels like it's not one that we're being told, oh, it's going to change the status quo.
Right.
Like, no, it's just going to be superheroes fighting giant monsters.
Boom.
And I think there's a particular character that is going to be the hero of it all.
Yes.
That is very, very cool.
And I like it.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. It totally makes sense. So yes, I am all for it.
Are we saying that if you have a concept and a group of characters that works together and makes sense with the narrative, you get a good book?
Wait, what? Wait, that sounds too easy, like formulaic, mathematical even.
Yeah.
What? Put it back.
Ow.
That's just crazy. It's okay. Magic is not strong in you right now, but that's just because you need to drink more water. Don't worry about it. So, yeah, overall, I am on board with Monsters Unleashed. I think this one's going to be a fun, just series.
Yeah.
Mini-series, kind of fun. And if we get giant robotic versions of Marvel characters,
please.
I'm not upset. That's all I'm saying.
I'm totally okay with
Come
that.
on, right? Like, that would just be amazing. Just imagine the toy line. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And boom. Okay, now, is that the only one that we read that was the same?
We also read The Few together.
Oh, you did read that.
Yeah. I couldn't help it. I was like, it's an image number one. I got to give it a shot. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Before we get into that one, where did you go differently?
I went with Curse Words, another image number one.
Okay. Tell me about Curse Words. I've heard a lot of build-up about Curse Words. Is it good?
Yes. There's this guy, Charles Soule, that wrote it.
Why do I know that name?
Yeah, he's maybe done some other stuff in the past, maybe.
Such an inhuman name.
Yeah.
It's kind of marvelous if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's so silly.
It's a wizard from another dimension, another universe that is in our Earth.
Okay.
And he's like a professional wizard. Like, he just does stuff for people for like, you can hire him to do wizard stuff.
Okay.
And
I mean, when you say wizard stuff, you're like, hey, like, do a magic trick, or are we talking like...
Kinda. Like actual, like there's a dude that gets changed. I can't say it. Yeah. So like, you can like full on wizard stuff.
Okay.
And apparently the people from the universe he's from want him back, but in the sense of they think he's going to be a monster here in our universe. And he apparently was employed in some way, and he has broken that contract with his employer. So it's going to be cool. Like, it's just, the wizard looks like a hipster. His name is Wizord. I mean, it's It's cool. It's
Preach.
so cool.
Preach.
And it's not trying to rewrite anything. It's just fun. Just
Okay.
fun.
All right. I'm on board with that. I'm absolutely on board with that. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. It's really, really good.
So wait, so they're trying to get him on breach of contract? Like, you're like,
Kinda
it's
something.
attrition, sir. You have to come back.
Something like that.
You were supposed to be exclusive to us. You can't go to other worlds. He's like,
My name's Wizord.
Wizord, baby.
Peace.
Peace out, Wizord.
Oh, and he's got a wizard beard too.
Does he really?
Yeah.
So guess what I'm buying? That one. I took on, okay, this is going to be crazy. I took on the new Superman, right?
Yeah.
And it's part of the multiplicity piece, which I think is Peter Tomasi and Gleason kind of tackling Grant Morrison.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking like the multiversal Supermen are all working together to stop this big threat that's coming, and this is just the second installment of it. So, like, the first one was enough to establish, where things were. If you will note, on this particular cover, Captain Carrot. Captain Carrot, okay? If you don't know who Captain Carrot is, you're not ready for this.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Like, you need to do some research, do some study. It's not your fault. It's a higher epsilon of geek that's, needed there, but
It's Captain Carrot.
it's Captain Carrot, man. And things happened in the previous issue that now it's Captain Carrot. So, yeah, this one I feel like they're playing around with like some serious Silver Age stuff, but they're really digging into some old school DC mythos and sprinkling a little Grant Morrison on top. And it's pretty in the drawings department, like kind of nice.
Another recipe for success.
Yes. Especially considering some of the Superman that they talk to. Imagine Superman from Earth 23 and someone who is his polar opposite possibly being on the same team. That's all I'm going to say. Possible polar opposite. What do you guys know about the DC multiverse? Who would be the polar opposite of Earth 23 Superman? Tweet us for no prize, because we'll give those out all day.
Classic.
I know, right? How Silver Age was that? Bam! The Few. I don't know about you, but this is my book of the week. I'm not going to lie.
I loved the simultaneous color and lack of color.
Yes.
It was fast paced.
It was.
The action made sense in the particular areas where there was action. We've been given enough knowledge to buy in, but not too much as to
What is exactly the deal here?
Yeah.
Sean Lewis is the writer. Hayden is the artist, which is great because both their tone and art style, it's familiar.
Yeah.
But I have never heard of these gentlemen. I don't even know if they are specifically guys. While I'm being so very gender specific, sorry. I don't know.
they're
But I like what they're doing.
Yeah, new names to me.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just like my job.
You're not failing. You're not failing. They're new. They're brand new. They're absolutely brand new. But no, the feel is so graphic in its representation. Like it's not like over the top gory, but it's such a stylized, cool sort of illustrative vice. It kind of reminds me, like, in a weird way, like Sean Gordon Murphy, but not. Like it's like and then it moves away.
Like a Sean Gordon Murphy.
Yeah.
Splashed against Frank Miller's Sin City. That kind of
Good job.
The sketchiness.
Those had a baby.
Yeah, and the freneticness, the lines.
Yes. Yes. The opening, it took me to what was that? We Stand
On Guard.
on Guard. Yeah. That's kind of where it took me to, and I enjoyed that thoroughly. So this sci-fi-esque, post whatever world we're in.
Yeah.
I'm totally there.
And two groups at war.
Yes.
One of them clearly losing the battle.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, real cool. And
I
just
like it.
every moment along the way. I love the character's reaction to being questioned about someone that was around her.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was like, wait, what? And you're like, that's all I got.
Yeah.
That's it. What do you want? Listen, they had me at the design of the caravan.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was brilliant. And I was like, I can't even imagine what level of thought went into that.
Yeah.
You guys will totally have to check out the book to see exactly what we're talking about. But it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I could see this immediately getting picked up. Sci-fi, FX, somebody grabbing this up and turning this into a series.
Maybe even done as like an anime. Like that would be really, really cool. And for you metalheads out there, there's a ghost walking video for a song by Lamb of God, and it really kind of resonated that sort of vibe. So for the 17 of you out there that know what I'm talking about, pick it up.
I wonder if you read it to one of their albums, would it play?
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Because
Let me know.
Well, actually, I'm curious.
Okay.
The writer, if you're out there and you're watching, are you a metal fan? And there's a very specific reason why I ask, because there's a line about a third of the way through talking about raining in blood.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
So
that is a very metal line too, isn't it?
Yeah. So if you're a Slayer fan like me,
what if that was like a message just for the Slayer crowd?
oh my
And
gosh.
you got it. Like you totally were tuned in.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
All right, it's time for the honorable mentions. All right, so honorable mention wise, you kind of went ham a little bit. You got 3 honorable mentions to my paltry 2.
But 2 of them, they're kind of the same thing
Okay.
in their own way.
Yeah, explain that one.
Okay. So these 2, Cave Carson from Young Animals
Okay.
and Hookjaw from Titan, both of them have this vibe that's like really unique to them. Like
Okay.
Cave Carson has like a sci-fi pulp, like the old school serials where it'd be a few minutes and something
Fair game,
cliffhanger.
and
it
you read the first one of this, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I've been staying up on it. It's really, really cool. It's scientists trying to, figure out what's going on in this underground world, but very pulp, very
the art.
And then Hookjaw, which is on the surface a take on like 1970s, big evil creature that's Jaws, Orca,
Right.
But done in a really, really smart way. And there's a line about Satan that's
wow,
that's
really?
hysterical in it.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're a fan of
Wait, is
either,
our favorite character back from Hookjaw?
not yet.
Oh God, I need him to come back ASAP.
Oh yeah. If you're a fan of either of those genres, definitely
Definitely check
those
that out. I have to admit, I was salty that I didn't actually grab Hookjaw.
I was confused why you didn't.
I had grabbed so many books, and I was like, no, Shelby will yell at me if I get one more. Yell at him, Shelby. That's all I'm saying. Just
Don't
yell
do
at him.
that.
Thank you. He likes the yelling. I took on the Mighty Captain Marvel, and so I was curious, post Civil War II, where are we at with Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for one line, you'd never know Civil War II ever happened. Not even joking. Like, it's a little thing, and it's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're just gonna keep going with the story. This is like the funniest restart I've ever seen off of a major, crossover event.
Just ignoring.
It's just ignore all, Tony's not here. Okay, fine. But other than that, they're just like, hey, Carol, you're in charge still. I know, everything's good. But no, what's interesting though is, okay, so there are parts of this that seem to, I don't even know, humanize her in such a real way. There's been a big focus on Captain Marvel, obviously. And she's got a movie coming up and all that fun stuff. But you remember how Dan Slott took She-Hulk and really made a person out of her. I feel like that's what we're trying to get here.
Very cool.
I don't know this art team at all. In fact, when I first saw it, I got excited because I saw the last name Stahl, and I thought it was Stroll, which was one of my buddy Chad. I thought he got a deal and didn't tell me. I was going to be really upset with him.
Cool.
But no, it's Margaret Stoll and Ramon Rosanas. Art is fabulous. Story works really, really well. Margaret, keep killing it. Don't let editorial come back and tell you to include nothing from Civil War. You are fine. Do what you do. I'm digging this though.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's I think this is one of the first times that Marvel has really hit really well for the older female crowd.
Okay.
This is for the grown and sexy. Okay, this is for I'm Captain Marvelous. You know it. Powerful leader. That's what it is. So
To be honest, I'm going to read it now that you recommended
yes.
it, but coming off of Civil War, I had absolutely no desire to.
I understand because you thought it was gonna be bogged down and who am I and blah blah. Literally, one line.
Nice.
One line, and there's a background thing that hints to it. But other than that, we starting all over, which is cool. Last but not least, Trinity number 5.
We both did.
Yeah, we did. Because this was actually a suggestion that we got. So
thanks, Sebastian.
yes, thank you. I had not read any of Trinity.
This is high concept and fun.
Dude, Dude, when did Francis Manapul start busting out hot stuff like this?
I don't know.
I knew that dude could draw, but I didn't know he was writing like this.
Yeah, and his art style for the story right now fits amazingly.
Works,
How do we even talk about it without spoiling it?
You can't. The thing
Like,
is, here's how we'll talk about it. Do you have issues 1 through 4?
I believe so.
That's all we need to say. He has issues 1 through 4. Do yourself the favor and come get them, and then get 5.
Yeah, because the characters in it, they just fit, and the way they're being manipulated by that other dude.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, is that maternal thing a real honest, deep emotion?
I'm calling it, this is a love letter to the Superman issue for the man who has everything.
Right. That same sort of thing.
Calling it. Love letter to it. Francis Manapul. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I know you wrote The Flash, and I didn't read that. I'm sorry. I'll admit it. It's my fault. I will go back. If this is how you're rocking, dude.
Yeah. This is amazing.
Yeah. This is good stuff. Good week, man.
Yeah.
Solid week.
Yeah. Very, very good
excited.
week.
Very, very excited.